Hello everyone. At this class, I'm going to discuss another subtopic of probability. In the last class, I have explained conditional probability and the numericals based on conditional probability. So today I'm going to discuss the multiplication theorem on probability, multiplication theorem for more than two events, as well as one theorem and some numericals. Okay? So multiplication theorem on probability क्या है? If A and B, let A and B be the two events associated with a random experiment. Okay, there are two events associated with a random experiment. Then P of A intersection B, which is equal to P of A into P of B slash A, provided P of A is not equal to 0 and P of B into P of A slash B, provided P of B is not equal to 0. Okay, so these two statements or results are multiplication theorem only. Okay, so these two results are called multiplication theorem on probability. Now you can ask, how P of A intersection B equal to P of A into P of B slash A? From the conditional probability definition only we can say, what is P of B slash A? P of B slash A is equal to, we know, P of A intersection B by P of A. Yes. So अगर क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करना है तो क्या मिलेगा? P of B slash A into P of A, this is equal to P of A intersection B. Yes. So from, by the definition of conditional probability only, we can verify, or we will get the multiplication theorem. Okay, so P of A intersection B equal to P of A into P of B slash A, P of B into P of A slash B, provided P of A is not equal to 0 in the first case, whereas in the second case P of B is not equal to 0. Okay, now multiplication theorem for more than two events. मल्टीप्लीकेशन थ्योरम फॉर मोर देन टू इवेंट्स, मतलब अगर तीन इवेंट रहेगा तो इसका फॉर्मूला क्या होगा? Let E, F and G be the three events of a sample space S. Then P of E intersection F intersection G, which is equal to P of E into P of F slash E into P of G by E intersection F. इसके पहले जो बताया गया था, that is for only two event A and B. But in this case, three events are there. For two events, we can write P of A into P of B slash A or P of B into P of A slash B. But in case of more than two events, that means if there are three events, then this is the formula. P of E intersection F intersection G is equal to P of E into P of E slash F into P of G by E intersection F. Okay? So ये दो रिजल्ट याद रखना है. दोनों ही मल्टीप्लीकेशन थ्योरम का ही रिजल्ट है. फर्स्ट वन इज फॉर टू इवेंट, सेकंड वन इज फॉर थ्री इवेंट. ओके, नेक्स्ट विल कम इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट? द टू इवेंट्स E and F are said to be independent if P of E intersection F is equal to P of E into P of F. ये कंडीशन याद रखना है, इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट का कंडीशन. P of E intersection F is equal to P of E into P of F. Okay, otherwise it is dependent. That means if P of E intersection F is not equal to P of E into P of F, then we can say that the two events are dependent, not independent. Okay, you have to remember this definition, that is the formula of independent event, multiplication theorem of more than two events, multiplication theorem on two event. Okay, next will come one important theorem. ये theorem भी independent event related theorem ही है, इसीलिए पहले मैं definition दे दिया independent event का. Now I will explain the theorem. This is important theorem. क्या लिखा गया? If A and B are two independent events, if A and B are two independent events, then probability, then probability of occurrence of at least one of A and B, probability of occurrence of at least one of A and B, ये क्लास 11 में मिल गया था। ये इसका मीनिंग क्या है? probability of occurrence of at least one of A and B means probability of A union B. Okay, at least one of A union B का मतलब है, सॉरी, at least one of A and B का मतलब है मिनिमम एक इवेंट, तो मतलब एक से ज्यादा भी हो सकता है। So in this theorem, how many statements we are considering, that is how many events we are considering? 2 events. So probability of occurrence of at least one of A and B means P of A union B. At least means minimum एक इवेंट, एक से ज्यादा भी हो सकता है, that means दोनों इवेंट भी हो सकता है। ओके, सो the theorem is probability of A union B is equal to 1 minus probability of A complement into probability of B complement। ये theorem का proof भी चाहिए। ओके, सो ये फॉर्मूला है, फॉर्मूला के साथ प्रूफ भी याद रखना पड़ेगा। ओके, प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ऑकरेंस ऑफ एटलीस्ट वन ऑफ ए एंड बी इज 1 माइनस प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ none of them, none of them, that means probability of A complement means what? Not A, probability of B complement means not B। ऑलरेडी ऐसा मॉडल का क्लास 11 में सॉल्व कर लिया था क्वेश्चंस। ओके, P of A complement means probability of not A, P of B complement means probability of not B। So P of A union B का फॉर्मूला क्या है? 1 minus probability of none of them। Okay, so proof, P of A union B is equal to, we all know, P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B। Yes, we know by addition theorem on probability। So this is equal to P of A plus P of B minus, since A and B are two independent events, so we can replace P of A intersection B by P of A into P of B। Yes or not? This is the definition of independent event or not? Okay, that is P of A plus, from these two terms take P of B common, so if I take P of B common, this will be 1 minus P of A। Yes, so this is equal to P of A plus P of B into, now 1 minus P of A, we all know P of A complement। Okay, 1 minus P of A can be written as 1 P of A complement। Similarly, P of A can be replaced by 1 minus P of A complement plus P of B into P of A complement। Now from the whole expression take minus P of A complement common, from the whole expression take minus P of A complement common, तो फिर क्या रहेगा? If I take minus P of A complement common, यहाँ से 1 रहेगा and this one will be P of B, but before that you have to use minus sign। Why? Because I have taken minus common, but before P of B here plus is there, so minus minus it will be plus only। Okay, so 1 minus P of A complement and 1 minus P of B is P of B complement। Okay, so hence proved। important theorem है, देख लेना एक बार। Okay, probability of occurrence of at least one of them, which is equal to 1 minus probability of none of them, that means probability of A complement into probability of B complement। Now the question is, why you have to give here multiplication sign? Because here A and B are two independent event, and the condition of independent event is P of E intersection F is equal to P of E into P of F। Similarly, if the two events are independent, therefore P of E complement intersection F complement can be written as, E complement intersection F complement can be written as P of E complement into P of F complement, since they are independent event। Okay, अगर independent हुआ तो ही ये applicable होगा, otherwise not। Okay, so this is one important theorem and these are the formulas। Now I will explain some numericals related to these formulas as well as theorem based question। Okay, so let us discuss some questions based on independent event multiplication theorem। on 2 events and multiplication theorem on more than 2 events also. Okay, so the first question is, given that the events A and B such that P of A is equal to half, P of A union B is equal to 3 by 5 and P of B is equal to small letter p. You have to find the value of P if they means these two events, if they are number 1 mutually exclusive and number 2 independent. Okay, so how to solve? Now I will discuss these questions. So question number 1, Roman 1. Since A and B are mutually exclusive, okay, before that, first of all, you see how many values are given. P of A is given, P of A union B is given, P of B, which is unknown. You have to find the value of P of B. So since P of A union B is given, we know the addition theorem on probability, that is P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. Yes? Put the value of P of A union B, that is 3 by 5. P of A is also given, that is 1 by 2. P of B, which is unknown, you have to find the value of P of B. Now what about P of A intersection B? This is not given, but since in the first case it is mentioned that A and B are mutually exclusive. In the first class of probability I have given the definition of mutually exclusive event. If A and B are mutually exclusive, then probability of A intersection B is always 0. Actually A intersection B is phi, but probability of A intersection B is always 0. So this term will become 0. Okay, so 3 by 5 minus 1 by 2 is equal to P. Therefore P is equal to 6 minus 5 by 10 or 1 by 10. So this is the value of P of B. तो ये हो गया रोमन 1 का आंसर. Now रोमन 2 क्या बताया गया? Independent. If they are independent. So what is the condition of independent event? What is the condition of independent event? Again, P of A intersection B is equal to, since A and B are independent, we know P of A intersection B is equal to P of A into P of B. No need to use this formula for the second time, because since we know this formula and the condition is given in the question, so we can use this formula only for independent event. So P of A intersection B, what about P of A intersection B? This is not given, but P of A intersection B is equal to, we can write P of A plus P of B minus P of A union B. This is equal to P of A into P of B. Okay? So P of A, put the value of P of A, that is 1 by 2. P of B, just now I got the value P of B, that is 1 by 10. You have to use this result, otherwise we cannot determine the value. So P of B is 1 by 10 minus P of A union B. This is also given, P of A union B. P of A union B is 3 by 5. This is equal to P of A is 1 by 2 into P. Okay, one more thing here, since you have to find again the value of P only, since you have to find the value of P only, so you cannot put the value of P of B. Okay, actually in the first case we got P of B is 1 by 10, but don't put here, because in the second case also you have to find the value of P. Okay, but the condition is different here. A and B are independent. Now since A and B are independent, so that's why I am using this result, P of A intersection B equal to P of A into P of B. But since P of A intersection B is not given, so I am using the formula P of A plus P of B minus P of A union B, addition theorem on probability. This formula I have used in the first case also, but यहाँ पे directly use किया, यहाँ पे second step में मैं use किया, ठीक है? Okay. Now you can calculate easily. So 1 by 2 minus 3 by 5, this is equal to P by 2 minus P. So again LCM is 10. This is equal to P minus 2P, that is minus P by 2. So minus 1 by 10 is equal to minus P by 2. Minus minus will be cancelled. So P is equal to here 1 by 5. Okay, P is equal to 1 by 5. So in the first case P is equal to 1 by 10, whereas in the second case P is equal to 1 by 5. तो ये हो गया क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 का सोल्यूशन. ओके, नाउ आई विल डिस्कस क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. व्हाट इज गिवन? रीड द क्वेश्चन प्रॉपर्ली बिकॉज इट इज वर्ड प्रॉब्लम. ठीक से क्वेश्चन को पढ़ना है. ए डाई मार्क्ड, ए डाई कितना फेस होता है? टोटल 6 फेसेस. ए डाई मार्क्ड 1 2 3 इन रेड, मतलब 1 2 3 को रेड कलर से मार्क किया गया. एंड 4 5 6 इन ग्रीन, 4 5 6 को ग्रीन कलर से मार्क किया गया. इज टॉस्ड, मतलब एक डाई को टॉस किया गया है, लेकिन इसका 1 2 3 जो फेस है रेड कलर है, 4 5 6 ग्रीन कलर है. लेट ए, कैपिटल लेटर ए, बी द इवेंट, नंबर इज इवन. ए इवेंट को क्या एज्यूम किया गया? द नंबर इज इवन. एनओ मीन्स नंबर. ओके, नंबर इज इवन. एंड बी बी द इवेंट, द नंबर इज रेड. Are A and B independent? So to verify whether A and B are independent or not, you have to show that, or you have to check P of A intersection B is equal to P of A into P of B or not. If P of A intersection B is equal to P of A into P of B, then only we can say that the two events are independent. But if P of A intersection B is not equal to P of A into P of B, then we can say that A and B are not independent. That means they are dependent. Okay? So, according to our question, this is the solution number 2. Since A denotes the number is even, since A denotes the number is even, so actually even whether A and B are independent or not, ये चेक करने के लिए क्या क्या रिक्वायरमेंट्स है, रिक्वायरमेंट के हिसाब से जाना है. P of A का वैल्यू ढूंढना है, P of B का वैल्यू ढूंढना है, as well as P of A intersection B का वैल्यू ढूंढना है. ओके, नाउ अकॉर्डिंग टू अवर क्वेश्चन, सिंस A denotes, मैं डायरेक्ट लिख दूंगा, द नंबर इज इवन, सो प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ A क्या हो सकता है? In a die, how many even faces are there? 2, 4 and 6. 3 even faces out of 6. So probability of A will be 3 by 6. That is 1 by 2. According to our formula, just you check the requirement. So you need to find P of A. मिल गया P of A. Number is even. Number is even का मतलब एक die में कितना even numbers होता है? 3, 2, 4, 6. So 3 out of 6. So 3 by 6. That's it. 1 by 2. Now you have to find P of B. P of B. P of B के लिए पहले B का जो स्टेटमेंट है वो क्या है? नंबर इज रेड. ऐसा कितना फेस है जिसको रेड कलर से मार्क किया गया? फ्रॉम द क्वेश्चन ओनली यू हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई 1, 2 and 3. These 3 faces are marked in red. So that means P of B is also 3 by 6. Yes or not? There are 3 faces which are marked in red color. So 3 by 6, that's why 1 by 2. Okay? तो चलो P of A का वैल्यू P of B का वैल्यू मिल गया. Now you need to find P of A intersection B. So before that first find out A intersection B. इतना शॉर्टकट में नहीं जाना है, पहले A intersection B निकालना है. What is A? A means number is even. What is B? B means number is red. चलो मैं एक इजी टेक्निक बताता हूं. एक डाई में तो टोटल 6 फेसेस होता है, 1 2 3 4 5 6. अकॉर्डिंग टू आवर क्वेश्चन 1 2 3 को रेड कलर से मार्क किया गया और 4 5 6 को ग्रीन कलर से मार्क किया गया. ठीक है ना? तो अभी A इंटरसेक्शन B का मीनिंग क्या है? इफ यू डोंट नो द मीनिंग देन यू कैन नॉट फाइंड आउट द वैल्यू. A मीन्स नंबर इज इवन, B मीन्स नंबर इज रेड. सो ऐसा इवन रेड कलर कितना है? अकॉर्डिंग टू आवर क्वेश्चन इवन नंबर रेड कलर. A means number is even, B means number is red. तो इसका कॉमन पार्ट चाहिए ना, तो A और B का कॉमन मतलब क्या होगा यहाँ पे? इवन नंबर रेड कलर. तो ऐसा इवन नंबर रेड कलर कितना है? इवन नंबर रेड कलर देयर इज ओनली 1 ना. रेड कलर और 2 इवन नंबर है. यस, 4 इवन है लेकिन 4 को तो ग्रीन कलर से मार्क किया गया, सो इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. 6 is also an even number, but 6 को भी ग्रीन कलर से मार्क किया गया. So there is only one number which is marked in red. There is only one even number which is marked in red. That is 2. So कितना डिजिट है तो फिर रेड कलर से मार्क किया गया इवन डिजिट. There is only one even digit. Okay. So probability of A intersection B 1 out of 6. यस, टोटल फेज तो 6 ही है ना. प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ एन इवेंट का डेफिनेशन क्या है? फेवरेबल केस बाय सैंपल स्पेस, एग्जॉस्टिव केस. सो हियर द एग्जॉस्टिव केस 6. ओके, सो P of A intersection B is 1 by 6, P of A 1 by 2, P of B 1 by 2. Therefore P of A into P of B करने से क्या मिलेगा? This is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 is 1 by 4, and which is not equal to P of A intersection B or not, because the value of P of A intersection B is 1 by 6. So that means we can say that here A and B are not independent event, they are dependent. Okay, so this is the solution of question number 2. Okay, some more questions I will discuss now. So the next question is, if A and B are two events such that P of A is 1 by 4, P of B is 1 by 2, P of A intersection B is 1 by 8, then find the probability of not A and not B. So probability of not A and not B, ऐसा मॉडल का ऑलरेडी क्लास 11 में कर लिया था. So probability of not A, ये सॉल्यूशन है. We know probability of not A means A complement, and means intersection, not B means B complement. Okay, probability of not A and not B means A complement intersection B complement, which is equal to probability of A union B whole complement. De Morgan's law मिला था set theory में, in class 11 already you got. Okay, so A complement intersection B complement is A union B whole complement. This is equal to, we can write 1 minus probability of A union B, because if P of A complement is equal to 1 minus P of A, okay, or P of A is equal to 1 minus P of A complement. So if we assume A union B whole complement is suppose capital letter A, so 1 minus P of A लिख सकते हैं. Okay, so P of A complement intersection B complement is P of A union B whole complement. This is equal to, we can write 1 minus P of A union B. That is 1 minus, now P of A union B is not given in the question. You can check P of A intersection B is given, but not P of A union B. Okay, no problem if P of A union B is not given, but we know the addition theorem on probability, that is P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. So this is equal to 1 minus, put the value of P of A, that is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 8. So that is 1 minus, if you take LCM, so 1 minus, answer is 3 by 8. 1 minus 5 by 8 is 3 by 8. फॉर्मूला याद रखना जरूरत है. ओके, फॉर्मूला अगर याद रहेगा तो उसके बाद से वेरीफाई मतलब वैल्यू पुट करके सिंप्लीफाई करने से हो जाता है. ओके, सो दिस इज द सॉल्यूशन ऑफ द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. नाउ आई विल डिस्कस द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, ए डाई इज टॉस्ड. ठीक से सुनना है क्वेश्चन को. ए डाई इज टॉस्ड थ्राइस, एक बार नहीं, तीन बार टॉस किया गया. Find the probability of getting an odd number at least once. Probability of getting an odd number minimum 1. At least means minimum once. Okay, at least once. So since a die is tossed thrice, अगर die और coin को more than one time throw किया गया या toss किया गया, तो first of all you have to find for one time. That means if a die is tossed only once, तो फिर odd number और even number क्या होगा? If a coin is tossed only once, then odd number or even number क्या होगा? Okay, if a die or coin is tossed more than once, first try to find for one case. That means एक बार toss करने से क्या होगा? So we know if a die is tossed only once, इसका solution मैं बता रहा हूँ. If a die is tossed once, then probability of getting an odd number is, can you tell me, if a die is tossed once, probability of getting an odd number, how many odd numbers are there in the die? 3 out of 6. So probability क्या हो जाएगा? 3/6, that is 1/2 only. तो मतलब एक बार थ्रो करने से probability of getting odd number कितना होता है? 1/2. सेकेंड टाइम थ्रो करने से वो हो जाएगा 1/2 इंटू 1/2. थर्ड टाइम थ्रो करने से 1/2 इंटू 1/2 इंटू 1/2. Yes. So if a die is tossed only once, probability of getting an odd number is 1/2, which is equal to, we can write probability of getting an even number. Yes or not? Because they are equally likely. In case of die, they are equally likely only because 3 इवन नंबर है तो 3 ऑड नंबर होगा. सो दोनों के लिए प्रोबेबिलिटी सेम ही होगा 1/2. Yes or not? If a die is tossed only once, probability of getting even number is also 1/2 only because there are 3 even numbers, 2, 4 and 6 out of 6. So 3/6, that is 1/2. Okay. So मैं क्यों लिखा है अभी मैं एक्सप्लेन करूंगा. ओके. सो हमेशा याद रखना है, अगर मोर देन वन टाइम थ्रो किया गया है तो पहले एक बार के लिए फाइंड आउट करना है, मतलब एक बार थ्रो करने से या टॉस करने से क्या रिजल्ट दे सकता है. तो ये मैं एक बार के लिए निकाला. ओके. इफ ए डाई इज टॉस्ड ओनली वंस, देन प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ गेटिंग एन ऑड नंबर इज 1/2. Therefore, probability of getting an odd number if a die is tossed thrice, this is equal to 1/2 into 1/2 into 1/2, that is 1/8, because they are independent, and the condition of independent event is P of A intersection B equal to P of A into P of B. That is for 2 event. Yes. So इसीलिए मल्टीप्लाई किया गया. मतलब अगर एक बार के लिए 1/2 निकला तो 3 बार टॉस करने से मल्टीप्लाई करना है. That is 1/2 into 1/2 into 1/2. That is 1/8 only. This is for probability of getting an odd number, which is equal to, we can write probability of getting an even number. Probability of getting an even number if it tossed thrice. सेम ही होगा बिकॉज इक्वली लाइकली है. इवन नंबर के लिए जो रिजल्ट मिलेगा ऑड नंबर के लिए भी सेम रिजल्ट मिलेगा. मैं बार बार क्यों इवन नंबर के बारे में लिख रहा हूं, क्योंकि क्वेश्चन में तो इवन नंबर के बारे में नहीं पूछा. क्वेश्चन में पूछा क्या, फाइंड द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ गेटिंग एन ऑड नंबर एटलीस्ट वंस. क्यों लिख रहा हूं इवन नंबर, अभी बताऊंगा. सो देयरफॉर फाइनल आंसर, देयरफॉर प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ getting an odd number at least once, this is equal to 1 minus probability of getting even number. क्यों लिखा, जो थ्योरम है वो थ्योरम को एक बार याद करना है. If A and B are two independent events, then probability of occurrence of at least one of A and B, this is equal to 1 minus probability of none of them can occur. तो यहाँ पे भी सेम फॉर्मूला यूज किया गया, बिकॉज यहाँ पे भी at least वर्ड यूज किया गया. Yes or not? You are asked to find the probability of getting an odd number minimum once, at least once, which is equal to 1 minus probability of none of them is odd. So none of them is odd मतलब डाई में तो इवन और ऑड छोड़ के और कुछ नंबर नहीं होता है. So none of them is odd means even. इसको none of them is odd नहीं लिख के मैं लिखा probability of getting even number. बात तो सेम ही है. Okay, so this is equal to 1 minus, what is the value of probability of getting even number if it tossed thrice? 1/8. Don't take this value because this is for only one time. But according to our question, you have to toss the die thrice. So 3 बार टॉस करने के बाद जो रिजल्ट मिलेगा वो वैल्यू यहाँ पे पुट करना है. So 1 minus 1/8 is 7/8. This is the final answer. Okay, since here the word is used that is at least, so इसलिए वो थ्योरम का फॉर्मूला लगाया गया यहाँ पे. ओके, सो दिस इज द सॉल्यूशन. यहाँ से सॉल्यूशन शुरू हुआ. हमेशा याद रखना है, अगर मोर देन वन टॉस किया गया है तो एक बार टॉस करने में क्या रिजल्ट देता है वो पहले फाइंड आउट करो. जैसे फाइंड आउट किया, उसके बाद 10 बार टॉस किया गया या 100 टाइम्स टॉस किया गया, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. अगर 10 बार टॉस किया गया है तो 1/2 to the power 10. 100 टाइम्स टॉस किया गया है तो 1/2 to the power 100, because it is not possible to write the sample space if a die is tossed 100 times or 10 times. Yes or not? 2 बार के लिए पॉसिबल है, मतलब लिख सकते हैं 36 टाइम्स, लेकिन 3 टाइम्स 4 टाइम्स के लिए दिक्कत होता है. तो इसीलिए एक बार के लिए निकालो, उसके बाद मल्टीप्लाई करके जाने से हो जाता है. ओके, some more questions I will discuss now. Next question, it is very important question. No doubt it's a long question but very important question. Okay, question ठीक से पढ़ना है. Probability of solving a specific problem independently by A and B. These are two events. Okay, probability of solving a specific problem independently, here the word is using independently, by event A and B are 1/2 and 1/3 respectively. That means according to question here, P of A, probability of solving the specific problem by A is 1/2. Similarly, probability of solving a specific problem by B is 1/3. These two values are given. Okay, if both try to solve the problem independently, then find the probability that the problem is solved. पहले रोमन 1 के बारे में एक्सप्लेन करूंगा, उसके बाद मैं रोमन 2 में जाऊंगा. You are asked to find the probability that the problem is solved. How many persons are there? That means how many events are there? 2 events, A and B. Okay, you are asked to find the probability that the problem is solved. That means the formula you have to use here, the problem is solved by how many persons? By 2 persons. So दोनों एक साथ काम करेगा तो इसका फॉर्मूला होगा P of A union B. Okay, so probability that the problem is solved का मतलब है मिनिमम एक इवेंट वो प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करेगा. तो मिनिमम एक इवेंट सॉल्व करेगा तो P of A union B का फॉर्मूला क्या है? दिस इज इक्वल टू 1 minus P of A complement into P of B complement. Yes or not? Because they are trying to solve the problem independently. Clearly the word is mentioned here, independently. So the problem is solved. क्वेश्चन को ठीक से समझना है. Find the probability that the problem is solved. That means at least one of them can solve the problem. So since here 2 events are there, so at least one of them can solve the problem, means P of A union B, which is equal to 1 minus P of A complement into P of B complement, because here the 2 events are doing the work independently. Okay, so in the first case you have to use this formula. So for this formula you should know the value of P of A complement as well as P of B complement, but here P of A and P of B are given, so no problem. Since P of A is given, so we can easily determine the value of P of A complement, which is equal to 1 minus P of A, that is 1 minus half, that is half only. Similarly, find out P of B complement, which is 1 minus P of B, that is 1 minus 1/3, which is equal to 2/3. So now we know P of A complement as well as P of B complement. अभी रोमन 1 का solution निकल जाएगा. Therefore रोमन 1 implies probability that the problem is solved, this is equal to 1 minus probability of none of them can solve. ये फॉर्मूला है. थ्योरम ऑलरेडी मैं पहले डिस्कस कर लिया, आज का फर्स्ट क्लास में ही डिस्कस कर लिया था थ्योरम. वही थ्योरम का फॉर्मूला यूज किया गया. द प्रॉब्लम इज सॉल्व मीन्स एटलीस्ट वन ऑफ देम can solve the problem. So at least one of them means, since there are 2 events, so that means P of A union B equal to 1 minus P of A complement into P of B complement. Put the values, that is 1 minus P of A complement is half into P of B complement is 2/3. तो चलो 2 2 निकल गया. 1 minus 1 by 3. So 1 minus 1 by 3 means 2 by 3. So the probability that the problem is solved is 2 by 3. Now come to the next question. That is the next part of this question. Find the probability that exactly one of them can solve the problem. ये क्वेश्चन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. ठीक है, रोमन 2. Exactly one of them can solve the problem. इसमें फिर से दो केस आ जाएगा. तो exactly one of them बोला गया यहाँ पे. मेंशन तो नहीं किया कि whether event A can solve the problem or B can solve the problem. ऐसा नहीं बोला गया. सिर्फ बताया गया कि exactly one of them can solve the problem. So रोमन 2 का केस नंबर 1. When A can solve, then B cannot solve the problem. मतलब सिर्फ एक ही इवेंट सॉल्व कर सकता है. तो जब एट ए टाइम दो इवेंट काम नहीं कर सकता है, तो जब ए सॉल्व कर पाएगा तो बी वो सॉल्व नहीं कर पाएगा. बी कैनॉट सॉल्व. दैट इज probability of A can, B cannot. That means A intersection B complement. This is equal to P of A into P of B complement. Because they are doing the work independently. That's why you have to use multiplication sign. Put the value P of A, which is 1 by 2. Okay, into P of B complement is 2 by 3. 2 cancel. This is 1 by 3. Solution खत्म नहीं हुआ. This is case number 1. केस नंबर 2 हो जाएगा जस्ट ऑपोजिट ऑफ केस नंबर 1. दैट इज व्हेन बी कैन सॉल्व, देन ए कैन नॉट सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम. दैट इज, मैं ये यहां पे लिख रहा हूं, पी ऑफ A complement intersection B, which is equal to P of A complement into P of B. सब कुछ ध्यान में रख के लिखना पड़ेगा. यहाँ पे multiplication sign. Why? Because in the beginning only the word is mentioned here. They are doing the work independently. So that's why you have to use multiplication sign. So P of A complement value is 1 by 2. P of B is given 1 by 3. So 1 by 2 into 1 by 3 is 1 by 6. काम अभी तक खत्म नहीं हुआ. Therefore, exactly one of them, probability of exactly one of them can solve the problem. मैं यहाँ पे नहीं लिखा. Probability of exactly one of them can solve the problem is 1 by 3 प्लस 1 by 6. दोनों को ऐड करना पड़ेगा. बिकॉज हियर इट इज नॉट मेंशन इन दिस क्वेश्चन दैट वेदर ए कैन सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम और बी कैन सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम. इसीलिए हम लोगों को दो केस एज्यूम कर लेना पड़ा. दैट मीन्स जब ए सॉल्व करेगा बी सॉल्व नहीं कर पाएगा. उसके लिए रिजल्ट मिला मुझे 1 by 3. इन द सेकेंड केस when B can solve the problem, then A cannot solve the problem. इसके लिए रिजल्ट मिला 1 by 6. After that finally you have to add these two values. Then only you will get the final answer. Okay, so 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6, LCM is 6, so this will be 2 plus 1 3. So this is equal to 1 by 2, which is the final answer. तो रोमन 2 का आंसर है 1 by 2, रोमन 1 का आंसर है 2 by 3. क्वेश्चन बहुत ही ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, ठीक से देखना है. फॉर्मूला कहाँ पे कौन सा यूज होगा वो दिमाग में रखना है, और क्वेश्चन को भी दिमाग में रख के सॉल्व करना है. इंडिपेंडेंटली वर्ड यूज किया गया, इसीलिए वो कंडीशन भी इंडिपेंडेंट का कंडीशन ही यूज किया गया क्वेश्चन में. ठीक है, फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन द प्रॉब्लम इज सॉल्व. दैट मीन्स द प्रॉब्लम कैन सॉल्व एटलीस्ट वन ऑफ देम. एटलीस्ट वन ऑफ देम मीन्स दोनों भी तो सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. सो द फॉर्मूला इज 1 माइनस प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ नन ऑफ देम कैन सॉल्व. जो थ्योरम में आज एक्सप्लेन किया वही थ्योरम का फॉर्मूला यूज किया गया. Whereas in the second case, since it is not mentioned that whether A can solve the problem or B, that's why you have to take two cases. That means if A can solve the problem, then B cannot. For this, I got the answer 1 by 3. Similarly, in the second case, if B can solve the problem, then A cannot solve. So for the second case, I got 1 by 6. So for the final answer, you have to add these two values. Then only you will get the probability of exactly one of them can solve the problem. Okay, so these are the models. Actually these questions today, whatever questions I have discussed, These questions are from exercise 13.2 NCERT exercise 13.2 का model discuss किया. In the next class I will discuss another important subtopic of probability chapter. So thank you for today.